What to do if your course has grown to more than 500 megabytes in size? The first thing we want to mention here is what is not adequate, and that is just deleting links to your content from content areas within your course. For instance, here I have a PowerPoints folder, and if I go in and click the action link next to the PowerPoints folder or next to the PowerPoint presentation and click delete, that will only delete this link. It will not delete the PowerPoint file from your content collection, your file manager. Thus, it won't help you. So what you have to do if you've got to reduce the size of your course is go to the content collection in your course control panel and select the first link under content collection, which will be the course ID um, for the course. And just click that link and you'll see your content collection or file manager for the course. You may have a number of folders, you may have a number of files in the root directory of the content collection. First thing you'll probably find useful to do is to sort this display by size so that you can see where most of your disk space is being used. You can do that by going over here to the size header and just clicking on the word size. The first time you do that, it's going to sort the list with the smallest files to the top. But if you click size again, you'll get the largest folders and or files at the top. And you just start looking through these. For individual files, if you find something like this gigantic AVI file here, and that's something you no longer need, you can go ahead and just delete that by selecting the action link and selecting delete. And that will remove it and reduce your disk usage. You may have to open up a folder looks like the bulk of my contents in this folder here. So let me open that up. You may have several of those folders you have to look at, and those folders may have folders within folders. So it's a little bit of a treasure hunt. Here's another AVI file. Again, I can get rid of that by clicking here. This removes the file, not just the link to the file. Though you may have to go back into the content of your course and remove that link as well, so as to avoid confusing your students. But in many cases, you'll find that you've got old files in the content collection that are not linked to anything anymore, that are just sitting there and taking up space. So that's the first thing you want to do, is to remove any files that you no longer need, especially the larger ones, so that you can get down under your 500 megabyte limit. If you can't find enough files to delete to get you down under 500 megabytes, you've got a couple of options. The first would be to reduce the size of some of the files that you are using. This is especially common with PowerPoint files. Large PowerPoint files can add up in a hurry in your content collection, and it's quite often possible to download those files or take the originals and load them up in PowerPoint and save them as PDFs, as Adobe Acrobat documents. This will usually dramatically reduce the size of the file without noticeably reducing the quality of the images and so on in the PowerPoint presentations. You would then delete the PowerPoint files from your content collection and replace them with PDF documents, and then replace the links to those documents in your content areas. This can have a dramatic effect on your disk usage. If this is not helpful and you still have a lot of files that you need to provide to your students that are too big to fit in the 500 megabyte limit, you can ask us to help you, and we will download those files from your course and put them on a secondary web server that we maintain for that purpose. You can then delete the very large files from your content collection, and we will supply you with URLs, with web links to the content on the secondary server, and you can just link to those from your content areas in Blackboard using the web link content item. And this doesn't count against your disk quota at all. So you can do as many of these as you wish. The only caveat we'll mention here is that if the files that are the large files are videos, the video files have to be captioned before we can put them on our secondary server. But we can help you with that as well. Please let us know if we can help you get your course slimmed down so that it's ready to transfer to Canvas. Take care.